sense of progress.
Iran may be moving closer.
Because they're going to make a deal.
Only is one withstand. Only is one withstand. Only is one withstand. Only is one.
From every burning plane. From every creature. Every living creature that can. From sea to shining sea, the bag of trumpers tread on me. Hating lies about migrant labor. You won't have a country if you don't hate your neighbor. Fight like hell, scream that citrus clown. Take the country or burn it down. Only is one withstand. Only is one withstand. Only is one.
Hello. How are you, Scooby-Doos? Only is one withstand. Alright, whatever. Huh. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Alright. That would probably do it. What's going on, folks? What is up with you? The homeliest one will stand. Human, what's up, mother brother? I'm got all kinds of fucking shit going on. Lolo's Lounge. Lolo was up early this morning. But she didn't start until like 10 a.m. her time. Fuck, she had to be it's before 10 my time, 9 o'clock my time, 9:30. Human says, here's a thing I saw today. Trump signed one of Elvis's guitar. Why? What, like somebody that owns one of Elvis's guitars had Trump sign it? Because that would be pretty stupid. That would suck. Well, it would suck either way, right? I think is what you're saying. He showed up at Graceland and signed one of them there. What the fuck? How is it? Some dumbass must have gave him. I mean, did he ask? He must have asked, like, can I please sign one of Elvis's guitars because I'm a fucking narcissistic, sociopathic fucking monster. That's such a drag. He's a fucking idiot. You guys know that, right? That Trump's a fucking idiot. Josh, what's up, brother? Should we listen to some more of the fucking... Should we see what else the fucking idiots got going on? So today Trump says that Iran sent very significant gift to the U.S. amid military strikes. Are you guys ready for this? I'm not.
Because they're going to make a deal. They're going to make a deal. They did something yesterday that was amazing, actually. They gave us a present, and the present arrived today. And it was a very big present worth a tremendous amount of money. And I'm not going to tell you what that present is, but it was a very significant prize. And they gave it to us, and they said they were going to give it, so that meant one thing to me: we're dealing with the right
It's only
people.
like a minute 20,
No,
and
it wasn't nuclear related. It was oil and gas related.
God, I wonder if the
And it was a very nice thing they did. But what it showed me is that we're dealing with the right people. Because, you know, you don't know.
yes,
Because
this is still going to be a
the
challenge.
leadership was killed, all gone.
Sorry, I was talking over top of it. I'm still fucking playing games with my camera set up and shit. But anyway, so Trump said that Iran sent him a very significant gift. He didn't want to go into it, but in the form of money, you know, oil. It's like, duh, what do you think you fucking... Who the fuck thinks you're over there for something to fucking stop the tyranny? Anyone? How do we not how do you not blame the fucking morons around the fucking moron? For realsies.
They're going to make a deal. They're going to make a deal. They did something yesterday that was amazing, actually. They gave us a present, and the present arrived today. And it was a very big present worth a tremendous amount of money. And I'm not going to tell you
It was
what
a
that
very
present
significant
is, but
prize.
It was a very significant
I'm sorry. I know the volume on that's pretty low, but
prize.
I got it.
And
Fucking
Other sodas walking around like NPCs. Bless their oblivious hearts. This is cherry flavor with cheat
They
code.
gave it to it.
yeah. Anywho, Scooby Doo.
Prize. And they gave it to us, and they
Fuck
said they were
you,
going to
you
give it. So that meant
motherfucking
one
A.
thing to me: we're dealing with the right people.
It was.
No, it wasn't nuclear
It was
related.
oil
It was
and
oil
gas
and gas
related.
related.
I won't tell you what it was, but it was related to oil and gas. You know, and it was a prize, really. It was you know, so it tells me we're dealing with the right people because that's what we came there for. To free the people, and so we're dealing with the right people. They're gonna be free, and they're gonna give us the oil and the gas. Who, motherfucker? Who told you that? The kid of the guy who was fucking overrun and thrown out of power like fucking 800 years ago? Is that who told you that? You can just put me back in power, man, and you can have all the oil and gas. Laura, what's up, sister? All gone. They're all gone.
And it was a very nice thing they did. But what it showed me is that we're dealing with the right people. Because, you know, you don't know, because the leadership was killed, all gone. Khomeini, all gone, as the expression goes, the past supreme leader. And then the new supreme leader was racked up, at a minimum racked up pretty good. And everyone else was gone. And then many of the people in the third tier are gone. But we're dealing with a group of people that I think turn out. And the present, the gift they made to us was very significant. And they said
Bill,
they were going to do
what's
it.
up,
And it
brother?
happened.
Cheers to you.
And they're the only ones that could have done it. Jennifer?
So Iran is
Yeah, it was
giving
related
Trump
to the flow,
gifts.
to the strait.
We won the war, and now he's giving Trump gifts, and they're giving Trump gifts, and there is.
Are you going to send Jared Kushner and Steve Witkoff?
Fortunately, I called Pete, I called General Kane, I called a lot of our great people. We have great people, and I said, let's talk. We got a problem. And
Yeah, Human, exactly. Human
I called
says
Pete,
Iran
I
still
called
has
General
leadership.
Kane, I called a lot of our
I'm pretty sure the
great people. We
fucking
have great
ass
people,
bag
and I
that
said,
Trump's
let's talk.
talking about, whatever.
We got a problem
I don't
in
know
the Middle East. We have a
the dude's
country
an ass bag.
known as
His dad was
Iran,
fucking
and for
installed by the
47 years
U.S.,
has
if
been
that says anything. So, before he was overthrown or whatever, fucking billion years ago. So I assume that's who Trump is dealing with, is that fucking exiled prince, the dude that's been exiled like since he was a fucking teenager or some stupid shit, and he's like in his 60s. I don't know. It's for 47 years, I guess. You know, the dude had like he was never in power. His fucking dad was for however long, but and anybody can correct me if somebody's watching this and they notice I make a mistake. That's fine. You should do your own fucking homework anyways, motherfuckers. So I'm pretty sure that whoever the fuck that dude was installed by
Are you going to send
the U.S.
Fortunately, I called
before that. So what were we looking at? 47 years. So what? 1980. Well, how many? That was it. It would have been like what 70s or something. I don't know where the 47 years comes from. 79 maybe. So it would have been before that. It was probably in the 60s, possibly. Yeah, let's finish listening to that. That's fucking hilarious. I didn't get a chance to catch it, but supposedly Pete Hegseth doesn't care for it.
Pete, I called General Kane, I called a lot of our great people. We have great people, and I said, let's talk. We got a problem in the Middle East. We have a country known as Iran that for 47 years has been just a purveyor of terror, and they're very close to having a nuclear weapon. We can keep going and get that 50,000 up to 55 and 60 is no end, or we can take a stop and make a little journey into the Middle East and eliminate a big problem. And Pete, I think you were the first one to speak up, and you said, let's do it, because you can't let them have a nuclear weapon. So we are now having really good discussions. They started last night, a little bit, the night before that, and I think they're very good. They want peace. They've agreed they will not have a nuclear weapon,
Sorry,
et cetera, et cetera. But we'll see. You have to get it done. But I would say there's a very good chance. And it began when I said that I won't be. We were planning tomorrow on shooting down.
MSN is pretty bad about that. So Trump keeps on saying that Iran is basically begging to make a deal. And nothing from Iran has...
Let's bring in Senate Budget Committee members. Senator Bill.
There's no reports whatsoever. In fact, I think Iran has gone as far to say
With that, we bring in retired rear.
They have not asked for any sort of deal.
All right, folks. Let's switch gears now, do some more foreign policy. Advisor, Mr. Robert.
Jim Sciutto is out front live.
Hey, Jogger peeps, welcome back to Flag/Fan Friday.
Daniel Cobbler, former commander with the U.S. Army's Space and Missile Defense Command. General, good to see you. What do you make of these conflicting accounts by the White House and Iran? Do you think they're talking?
Yeah, Kyra, I think there's some dialogue that's going on, maybe through an intermediary. I don't think that the president would be so bold to say that we're having conversations and not have some level of discussion going on, either directly with the Iranians or, again, like I said, through an intermediary.
It's gonna have to.
I think you have to look at
commercials. Plus, the
President Trump
has,
he has something to win or to earn by saying that discussions are going on. I mean, obviously, the American citizen is worried about price.
These guys bugging you? With Ortho, you can control those bugs. Use the new Ortho Indoor Flying Insect Trap.
Prices and fuel prices and gas, etc. I think the Iranians, it's probably better for them to not appear to be negotiating with the U.S. as they continue to be struck and continue to, kind of hold a little bit of a card in terms of holding the Strait of Hormuz. They may not want to appear that they are negotiating either through an intermediary or directly with the U.S. administration.
Sense. I mean, everyone wants to save face here, that's for sure. Let me ask you about possibly another 2,500 Marines now headed to the Middle East. If this war is coming to an end, like Trump is saying, why do you think additional Marines would be headed that way?
Yeah, I got to think that, the military advisors to the president, the chairman of the Joint Chiefs, General Kane, has given, wants to make sure that the president has options to explore, not limit himself to just airstrikes. Yes, he said no boots on the ground, but you never want to totally eliminate all options. You don't want to take all options off the table. Marines being present does give the president potential other options that the Iranians would then have to be concerned about.
Lieutenant General Daniel Karbler, appreciate your time today.
Right now, the U.S. is importing millions of barrels of oil every...
Powerful congestion.
Parliamentary Speaker.
Break the standoff. Let's take a look over at the wall. Take a look at this brand new video that has come out just in the past 24 hours. There have been just four ships crossing the traffic today. In a normal day, take a look here now, you can see it's 100 vessels cross the strait. So 4 today. This comes as thousands of U.S. reinforcements are set to reach the Gulf as soon as Friday. You have the USS Boxer. It's on its way with over 4,000 Marine and Navy personnel. And then there's the USS Tripoli, also headed to the Middle East with air, land, and sea capabilities. And with the focus on freeing the strait, there are several possible landing sites for U.S. troops in the region to target Iran's ability to control the strait. So what would an amphibious landing and subsequent battle to control the strait look like? Joining me now is the former commander of the USS Cole, Kirk Leopold.
I appreciate
Kirk,
that
thanks for
kind
being
of
with us here
comedy,
today.
man. Like, it was so fucking far
Zero
out
catch,
there, right?
zero
Like,
compromise.
seriously, like,
Sprite, zero.
I was going to say it's kind of a toss-up between the Beverly Hillbillies and Green Acres, but probably the Beverly Hillbillies got it. Just so fucking outrageous. I mean, I don't know how the fuck people... Look, I get, writers might have been, especially in the 60s, smoking dope and doing acid like anybody else, right? You know what I'm saying? Anybody else at any time. Like 60s, 80s, whatever. But yeah, like, I always appreciated Jonathan Winters, man. What a man. That shit's fucking hilarious. I mean, I wasn't always into Robin Williams fucking, coke-fueled fucking spasms, but he was certainly a genius. Anyways. Nanu. Shazbot. Nanu. Is that right, or am I doing the fucking Spock thingy? Did Mork have a fucking handshake hand thing? Nanu. Alright. I can't remember what the fuck his great leader's name was, the kid. Everybody aged in revert or whatever.
What would that look like? What would it take to secure the strait?
Well, first thing, Will, is that we would have to get in there and, number one, demonstrate that we can get ships into that area and they can safely transit the strait. that is probably going to consist of getting those guided missile destroyers there, their ability to transit the strait safely, to ensure that we can identify when and from what areas the Iranians might be shooting at us to try and interdict. Because you have to remember, every Navy ship that goes up there, that is going to be a prime target. And when you're talking about sending ships like the USS Tripoli and others that are really high priority targets, the Iranians are going to throw the kitchen sink at it. So at the end of the day, before we can even consider an amphibious assault to seize territory to try to control the strait, we have to demonstrate that we can get our most capable ships through, which would be those destroyers, to escort merchants.
Okay, but they're on their way, right, Commander? So that means there is some consideration of using forces for an amphibious landing. And if we were able to get those ships into the strait securely, as you mentioned, then what? What does that look like?
Well, as always, Will, President Trump always considers options. You've got the ability to try maybe seize Larak or Keshem at the far eastern or southern tip of the islands right there as you enter the Strait of Hormuz. If necessary, obviously, we took out the military capability in Karg, which oil comes through that facility. That would give us that economic chokehold. But you have to remember, when we put these Marines ashore, we have to be well prepared to defend them logistically. We have to give them the air cover. And at this point in time, our number one priority should be that persistent surveillance to determine that anything that comes off Iranian shores, we declare hostile and take out, regardless of what it does, so that they have no ability to project power into the Strait of Hormuz, and that they don't have an ability to try and get any forces that, if we should choose to take Karg Island further up in the Persian Gulf, that they would not be able to attack our forces there as well.
And we should note again,
it's a very, very complicated problem, and amphibious landings are typically extremely difficult operations to pull off without having all those support forces there.
And we should note, this is coming at the same time that President Trump did say earlier today that it looks like there is at least some prospect for a deal, some interest on the Iranian side in finding a deal. So
he didn't say that there's a possibility of a deal. He said that they fucking gave him a big fat monetary gift in the form of gas and money, which is complete bullshit. I'm surprised Fox even went as far as to say that a ground landing would be difficult. So I was thinking the other day, and it just struck me again that this is what I think it's possible, I suppose. There's plenty of fucking people out there way smart. I mean, a lot of fucking people. A lot. I mean, probably a big majority of humanity. Much smarter than me. Quite a few of them evil, working for Trump. Now, some of y'all might not think that they're smart, and I don't think that it's very wise, anyways, to be doing the nasty ass shit that they be doing. But yeah, so like just go bomb some shit last June, and then just always play it up as a big success until it's not, or until some unforeseen circumstances evolved, and you got put them back. We completely destroyed all the nuclear facilities, and we probably sent them back decades. But we're gonna have to go in there and tear some shit up again, and whatever you can. All right, I'll stop my fucking Trump bullshit, but the fucking likeness to Putin's humanitarian mission there in Ukraine is astounding. Like, it starts out going in to save people, then all of a sudden it's like, fuck it, the people that we were trying to save didn't want to be saved, and they started fucking fighting back and was wondering why we are literally fucking just completely setting the country back to fucking third world country status by, making it so nobody can fucking work, nothing can come in and out of the country, the infrastructure's being completely obliterated. I mean, what the fuck are we doing? Fucking blowing up fucking oil fields? Seriously? I bet you if we got fucking oil wells burning like a motherfucker day and night over there, they'll fucking make a deal. So a slippery slope or whatever, or one step at a time, fucking cross the line just a little bit here, and then I don't know, maybe the line never gets moved again, but still, just one step at a time, to where now we're sending in Marines, and the Iranians have not only had whatever amount of, for fuck's sake, if you look at what Israel has tried to do against Hamas and Hezbollah for how long? A long time. And, I don't necessarily, I don't really get it. Israel seems to be pretty strong against these pretty well-funded terrorist groups. But they haven't stopped them, right? So, like, and obviously, I probably don't need to mention our success in Afghanistan and Iraq due to our military brass leaders. Whatever, just fucking kissing the dick, whatever. So, now, since that we're day 25, right? So almost fucking 4 weeks in and a month, like almost a month, right? And these folks have been they've embedded themselves where they're, not saying that they're fucking any match for the US military, our logistics, our training, our understanding. But we're still going in on their field, their turf, and they're going to be ready. Like, you never win a war just by fucking air raids, right? So they're, as bad as it sucks, the whole situation sucks, there's going to be a whole lot of motherfucking whatever, Revolutionary Guard or whatever, waiting for our Marines, and it fucking sucks. It sucks. Like, I was trying to kind of look at that map that they were showing. I thought there was a bigger one, a different one, but yeah. Like, are they showing where these where they're going to be landing or something? That I can't imagine that. That wouldn't be very smart. But he did talk about these would be the ideal spots to land. And it's like, man, it just sucks. For one, it's all about the oil, right? I think I'm going to do a resolution right now to never have to explain again that nobody is shedding a tear for, all these fucking really terrible leaders that were taken out. There's a whole lot of, I'm no angel, but there's a whole lot of, you don't have to be an angel to start fucking questioning the morality. And we shouldn't be there's should be no Iranian civilians' lives afforded. We blew that out of the fucking water the first day. And there should not be a single American life afforded in these sorts of fucking missions, operations, whatever the fuck it is, right? I mean, this is not self-defense or defense of our homeland. We have a problem. America, we have a problem. And it seems to be Congress, because I assume, and yeah, it's a fucking pretty well-divided, gridlocked fucking two-party system right now. And I hope to God we would, I mean, for fuck's sake, there's no way a Democrat president would just fucking go in like this, right? I hope. I don't know. Not in my lifetime. It hasn't happened. Bill says, Operation Ajax to install Shah was 1953, Islamic Revolution 78, technically Shah ruled 25 years. Yeah, so thanks, Bill. I know I'm about 20 minutes late on your fucking comment, but so I was right. The United States installed that fucking Shah dude who it's some sort of fucking monarchy, right? Human says, I remember, and yeah, I read that. I must have missed Bill's thing. Beezers, evening to you. Oh. Ba 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 da doo doo. I love you. You. I got started late. I can see that it's going to take me a while. I should have got more vodka. Are we going to remember, do you think? I just am like scrolling through these headlines. Transportation Secretary Duffy pleads for more funding after deadly LaGuardia crash. When are we going to get it? Like, I don't think I just don't feel like we have a fuck ton of time to fuck around. I don't know what folks want to call it. We're already a socialist country in so many ways. And yeah, we have a capitalist system, public system, I guess. Private system, public system. Our government is a constitutional republic, right? With democratic management system that has taken up foundational social programs, right? It's just the way it is. I don't know for how long. I don't want to go. I'm not going to do any history lessons tonight. Oh, here we go. Here's somebody from Fox that's skeptical on Iran peace talks.
Captain and former Pentagon official. Brent, welcome to you. This obviously would be a big change in the scope of the war as we have seen it. What say you at this point?
Well, I mean, the potential entry of Saudi Arabia and UAE into direct conflict with Iran, I mean, they've been under blistering attacks for the better part of the last week and a half or so. And so the longer that Iran remains obstinate and resisting, ending this war, the more likely that these neighbors that are getting attacked join it. Whether or not that moves the needle to quickening the end of this war, that'll be to be seen, quite frankly.
General Keane weighed in earlier on what makes him skeptical about these talks. Listen.
I'm highly skeptical. Why? Because this is a regime for 47 years. They are pathological liars, and they're cheaters. And it's very difficult.
I should have fucking known. The Fox headline got me. It says, Brent Sadler discusses skepticism on Iran peace talks, Middle East future. And so is what these cocksuckers are skeptical about is they don't trust Iran. Well, there is no fucking deal. There is nothing discussed. What the fuck is wrong with you motherfuckers? It's a lie. Trump said they were begging for a deal, and you're all like, I wouldn't trust Iran. Neither would I, motherfucker. Why are you even worrying about it? Why aren't you asking why is Trump telling us that they're begging for a deal when we know there isn't one? What the fuck is wrong with you people? They love their fucking Manhattan apartment too much, or whatever the fuck these people, every one of them, like these talking heads, these fucking so-called, whatever, expert analysts. And the nonsense. GOP senator calls to stop partial government shutdown. So as some of you guys know, I fucking stream a lot of this shit, and I've been streaming the Senate for
we bring in Montana Republican Senator
the last 2 weeks or so.
Where do you believe the Supreme Court justices are leaning on this very issue after today? Will they strike down these grace periods for mail-in voting?
I think it's really uncertain what's going to happen. There were 3 justices on the court, the most conservative justices, who were clearly ready to say that states must only count ballots that are received by Election Day. And then there were 3 justices, the most liberal justices on the court, who said, no, this is really up to the states. So long as we have proof like a postmark that the voters cast it by Election Day, then states have flexibility in terms of how long of a grace period they give. And then there were the justices in the middle.
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, obviously, I don't trust the chuds at all, but, like Trump, any of these fucking idiots, always a grain of truth in their fucking bullshit. In a grain of corn in their fucking steaming piles. Somebody said that that 8 states don't require that a ballot have the, election date, time. It's not postmarked, right, to show that it supposedly doesn't 8 states don't require a ballot to be postmarked so that you know that it was cast and mailed within the election time frame, right? Legal election time frame, whatever. So I don't know what to think about that. It doesn't make sense because every motherfucking post office postmarks every motherfucking thing. So I don't know. It's just whatever. Anyways, right? I just thought I'd mention that. So, and I've said the same thing. It's like, well, if it was postmarked, right? Like if it was dropped, anything that, and that would mean, I guess, anything picked up from a mailbox or whatever before midnight on that, election day. Now it's still got to get to the fucking post office, process, and actually postmarked, right? So I guess you just got to assume that they're doing that. And it's like there's not fucking, it's different everywhere, right across the country. Some are working, have the staff probably to sit there and count ballots 24/7. Most of them are probably doing 16-hour days or whatever. Where the polling station is counting them. So the thing is there's just, and I'll be honest, this isn't the easiest thing for me to say that, the 15 fucking actual convictions since 2014, I believe it was, only 2 of which were cases of an undocumented person trying to vote. They didn't cast a vote. They tried to. But the other cases, maybe another 1 or 2, very few Democrats, quite, to be honest, it just was. Folks can look it up for yourself. So it was people, 50% of all those 15 cases or whatever were just things that could have been completely, well, not innocent because, ignorance of the law is no excuse. But not having a proper date, some information being fucked up, right? And then 2 or 3 people, one guy I remember specifically voting for his mom. So, yeah. So, anyways, that's nowhere's near. How close is too close for comfort, right? Those 15 votes in fucking 20 or 12 years isn't going to cut it. Are we having, obviously, any of those cases, you can go back and look and see that the district they were in, that it would not have changed an electoral vote count or outcome, anything like that, right? There was no cases where it came down to those votes in any situation. So now somebody might say, well, if you can get 15 fucking people to do it in 12 years, you can get fucking 15 million people to do it in an election cycle. It's like, no, you can't. That's why only 15 fucking people have, that's why there's only been these 15 cases that have been prosecuted or prosecuted and convicted in 12 years, because you can't get 15 fucking million people illegal votes cast. That's why there's only been about a case a year in the last 12 years of voter fraud. Like I just said, all different circumstances. Human says Donald Trump doesn't give a fuck. He'll just say things are better than ever, or blame Democrats and then eat a hamburger. Hamburgers. I'll gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today. Human also says, I have more to say, but I'm cleaning a resin caked pipe and only stopped to change my gloves to post that last thing. Whatever, dude. Get your pipe clean. Does Mrs. B know that you clean your pipe by yourself when she's at work or whatever? Steph, what's up? Hello to you. Jay's also here. Jay says, Emily Gregory, Democrat, just won the state special election for the district that Mar-a-Lago is in. Donald's home district. Let the ketchup hit the floor. 1, nothing's wrong with me. 2, nothing's wrong with me. 3, nothing's wrong with me. 4, nothing's wrong with me. 3, something's got to give. 4, let the ketchup hit the flow. Let the ketchup hit the flow. Push me again. Here we go. 1, ketchup package. 2, ketchup package. 3, ketchup package. 4. Stephanie says, dump voting by mail. And as he bashes me, yeah, he's always voted by mail. He's a fucking dickweed. His excuse now would be, well, he's the president. It's like, I'm all right with that. Can't, whatever. A lot of presidents fucking go down and like to be seen casting their fucking ballot at the polling station, right? It's good PR, whatever. I'm disgusted, Steph. I'm completely fucking disgusted about all of it. All of it. This shit's become a fucking joke. A really unfunny one. I wonder, where's Bill? Bill, where the hell are you? Because I try hard every day to be a more civilized Homo sapien. And I have my limits, and I don't say that as an justifying when I'm not able, those times when I just am not able to get that next step or whatever. But I honestly don't give a fuck, because I guess this is how we are made, and I do pretty well in society for the most part. Honestly, I do. These people wanted to see us dead. They accused all Democrats of having fucking tunnels full of hundreds of thousands of fucking sex slave children. They created complete fucking chaos with propaganda like we have never ever seen before in this country. This wasn't just fucking gamesmanship or dirty ass gamesmanship in politics. the Hitler playbook, the Stalin playbook, Mussolini of attacking the press, telling the majority demographic over and fucking over that everyone else has fucked you and your family for generations. And that the world will be fucking utopia if we can get rid of the subhumans, the second class, the messy rights, civil rights for all, right? I am for the working man. I know I'm an old white guy. An old, rich, filthy, fucking rich white guy. Old, filthy, rich white guy, child fucking molester. I can make your life better. Because there's a fucking cancer in our country. It's the Democrats, but also it is the weak bloodline polluting the white Aryan rulers, the true ruling species is the white Aryan male, right? Can I say, is white Aryan being repetitive or redundant? No, it's not the fucking black people or the brown people or the the Asian, Chinese. It's not the fucking women yet. It's the freaks, man. It's the fucking everyone's trans. Everyone's trans. And there isn't any good immigrants coming here. They're all fucking rapists. You guys, oh my God, fucking Trump said, and this is one of the biggest piles of shit. They're driving busloads of them to the southern border. So they're driving them for fucking South America, right? That's what Trump said. So you got South American countries fucking driving bus loads of, like, they just pull these buses up to the fucking prisons in those countries. El Salvador, for instance. Load them up with the fucking worst of the worst. And then fucking drive them to the southern border of the United States. Tell them to get out. And if you come back, we'll kill you. At least they cared enough to drive them fucking 2,000 miles or 1,500 miles or whatever it is, right? It gave them a chance. In the United States, the best country in the world, we're so fucking sick of you murdering and raping and robbing and fucking slinging dope. We don't even want you in our prisons. We're fucking sending you. We're going to give you a free bus pass to the fucking U.S. border and don't ever come back. So it starts with the fucking gay folks, the lesbians, the trans, the bisexual folks, the furries, the brown people, the Asian people, the people with vaginas, the people without an unspoken income level, right? The people without so-called educations. The less desirable. And then it's you, motherfuckers. It's you. All you fucking poor. You don't have to be poor. All you poor and middle class white Aryan males. You're not part of the club. You're not part of the club. This kind of fucking bullshit, the plan would take a long time. Thankfully, it's not going to fucking work out just like Hitler's plan didn't.
That we bring in Montana Republicans.
Where do you?
It takes a whole lot of fucking time for something like that to fucking play out. And thankfully, it's not going to. But sooner or later, the fucking far-right, extremist, fascist, cabal, deep state, whatever you Trumpers want to call it, they're coming for your fucking offspring and your great or your grand offspring and so on and so forth, because you be dead, motherfucker. You're not seeing any for one, again, it's not happening, but you're not seeing any sort of grand white fucking earth, right? Whiteica. It's not going to be the United States of Whiteica, motherfuckers. Not in your lifetime. Nobody's lifetime. So let the ketchup hit the floor. Steph says she spent 24 hours with her MAGA cousin. Oh boy, did she have fun listening to Richard and I discussing politics. Ha. Jason's Brennan Center for Justice says that the SAVE Act will prevent 10 to 20 million Americans. I also heard that, Jay, about 20 million Americans could possibly be disenfranchised Americans from having the ability to vote, mostly those too far from voting places and the disabled and elderly, right? Like I was streaming the Senate floor when Murkowski spoke, and Mike Lee went on and on about her, how she's, whatever. I'm not into fucking jacking people off that fucking stood up there and told the truth. So she said that there could, people would have to literally take charter planes to go vote. What a fucking joke that is. Steph says my MAGA cousin is totally brainwashed. Says we're the ones that are brainwashed, though, right? That's all happening to us. Actually giving a crap about the Constitution. Yeah. Yeah, they don't care. Well, that's the thing. It's like you can't, like, I tried for a long time stuff to fucking prove the fucking chuds would say I live in a bubble, and even Sin now the last couple of days calling me Bubble Boy because I was a smart ass, and when I was leaving I said, all right, I'm going back to my bubble because, these people are like fucking putty. Anyways, they don't give a shit about the truth. You can fucking, that's why I could never get any of them to like fucking join me on screen. It's like, I'd love to just sit right next to, like, I've never even sat and watched politics or TV and shit with my friend, couple that are Trumpers. I brought them up the other day because we hadn't really discussed politics since last fall or last summer sometime or something. So I don't know. I haven't brought it up because I'm not gonna fucking. I don't get off on pushing their buttons. I fully admit to enjoying correcting them when they sit there. You know, whatever. Give them benefit of the doubt. So whatever. You should be able to trust what your president tells you. But more so, you should fucking know when someone's fucking. I'm not. I was gonna be real shitty. You should know when someone's fucking you, right? If you don't, then you have a loose asshole. MAGA keeps claiming that 85% of Americans support the SAVE Act because Gallup poll in October of 24 had 83% saying that they believed only U.S. citizens should vote in federal elections. Well, fortunately, that's the only thing. That's the way it is, right, brother? The poll had nothing to do with the SAVE Act. There was no SAVE Act in October 2024, right? Putin, what's up, brother? Ow! Wrong camera. Ow! My camera took a fucking shizzy shit. Oh, yeah, I don't have it. Anyways. It'll come on if I tap the lens. So I'm using the laptop. And the shit next to me is a private stream I got running from my desktop because I am a fucking problem solver. Actually, I'm a fucking cheap Dutchman that makes do. Yeah, Democrats already agreed to voter ID as long as it's free of charge and delivered to the voters in accordance to the 24th Amendment, which bans any fees for voting or undue burden. The elderly and disabled do not lose their ability right to vote. Human says, I'm supposed to already have the right to vote. I'm not supposed to prove I have that right. Exactly. If a political party functions by preventing people from voting, then they are not representing voters. Power to the people. Power to the people. So oil prices do continue to drop. I don't know what else. I've been streaming the Senate when I can. Been starting to get a little bit busy when the weather's been decent. It was cold again today, but it's still out there. It was dry. Tomorrow's going to be a beauty. Thursday's going to be a beauty. Yeah, so oil is now down to, I thought it closed for the oil, like the U.S. oil WTI, right, is always being traded, but as you guys know, I'm sure, it was at like $93 a barrel when the New York Stock Exchange closed. The Dow was down just like 100 points or some shit. 84 points. So, but still, it's down 3,000 points in the last month. The Dow alone is. And all those, that's the thing. Like, I'm guilty of it myself. Like, just kind of like only mention the Dow, but I'm not a fucking financial expert advisor. The shit's kind of boring for the most part, right? If I learned any more about it, I'd probably be completely fucking furious at what a fucking shit show fucking Ponzi scheme it is. So there's been like one or two. Yesterday was the Dow closed 600 points up, but that was after 2 solid weeks of closing down, and it was fucking, like I said, almost 4,000 points down at the end of Friday. It may have been 4,000 points down in a month. So there's that. So I don't know what has happened since this afternoon that oil is all of a sudden dropped so dramatically. I mean, could it really fucking be that the markets are responding to Trump's fucking bullshit claims about Iran wanting to fucking make a deal? I mean, no fucking way, right? Yeah, see, my fucking hovering desktop won't, it doesn't show like that drop down news feed. My eyes are completely tired. I don't need my glasses. Like these fucking monitors. That's what I'm being lit up from. My eyes are tired. Oh, thanks, Putin. Yeah, that's pretty groovy. That motherfucker's real time. Like it's constantly updating, isn't it? Crude $87.93, Brent $98. Gas got up to $3.95 or something here. I don't know if it hit. I don't think it quite hit $4. It might have this weekend. Thanks, Putin. I'm gonna fucking save that motherfucker, and then I'm gonna bookmark it. I'm gonna grab the URL and put it in a text file. And then I'm going to email it to myself through 3 different accounts. Yeah, it's so weird. So like everything, like I was watching it the other day, and it's like it was real sporadic, right? Volatile. And the Dow would go up and the fucking oil would go down, and then it would reverse, and it's like they never were both going up or down at the same time. It was always opposite. And so you only see gold, silver, and copper in green right now. Steel. Oh, that's good, because I'm about to I got about 2 fucking truckloads of bullshit I need to go get rid of. So steel is up, huh? That's, so that means scrap steel is also up, is what I'm getting at. I thought for sure because of this huge fucking drop. But that isn't always the case with like scrap metal, because when shit gets when the bottom drops out like that, they'll start finding cheaper alternatives, right? And so the scrap metal can be for whatever it's able to be reprocessed and used for. Gold drop bigly. Yeah, wasn't it over like fucking 5,000 an ounce? Jesus, dude, I wasn't never into that shit, but like it was only a year and a half, 2 years ago or something. Like silver I'm looking at right now is 73 an ounce, and that it was like fucking $18-19, and everybody's like, man, this shit's fucking going through the roof right now. And I'm like thinking about that the other day. I'm like, holy fuck, what did these people buy that shit at? Like fucking, it's like gone up 500%. Yeah, gold at 45.50. I was talking to B about we got shit tons of fucking old, just like scrap gold jewelry, right? I don't know what. It probably wouldn't take much to learn and understand exactly what is what for the most part. I mean, nothing that's sentimental value, just fucking shit that got collected over all these years. But then I was watching some stupid fucking coin, whatever, precious rare metals, whatever the fuck, YouTube channel. And he said they're kind of fucking overwhelmed with inventory. Like they were showing all this fucking, like all the different, just from like sterling silver fucking, you know, tea sets and that kind of shit, and silverware to weighted silver. He's like, we can't fucking get rid of, like, none of the fucking company, like big factories or whatever that fucking would buy the shit from these fucking dealers, or, you know, stores. They were way backed up. They had so much like melting it down, you know what I mean? Even though the value of it is so high, they're just backed up with whatever you would call it. Was it over 5,000? Yeah, that's crazy, isn't it? Jesus Christ, $5,000. Like, you can't invest in that, though. Well, I mean, maybe you can, brother, but I can't. What is there, like, Jesus Christ, I should probably know this. 28 grams in an ounce. I'm not going to be able to do this math. It's 5,000 divided by 28. I don't know. So it'd be like $1,560 or something like that for a fucking. No, that's not right either. See, that's why I knew I couldn't do that math. Oh, it'd be like yeah, I don't know. 200 and some 220 or something like that for a fucking ounce, or for a gram of gold. $220 for a gram. Yeah, see, that's pretty crazy. I should just go fucking hit some of these fucking coin dealers up or whatever, and to start feeling them out and seeing what the fucking shizzy jizz diz is. You got Iran cartoons? I can only imagine. I can't wait, Putin. Are we gonna? I mean, yeah, I don't know. I'm already expecting some fucking caricature of a fucking Muslim or something, right? A lousy one, I'm saying. Hold on, I'm trying to fucking bring this shit up. do is chew some gum till the sun comes up on the Santa Monica Boulevard. Man, why do I keep getting this fucked up, though? These windows never stay right. All right, I think I got it. Here's a little cartoon by Jesus Christ, Kaiba Satio. Kaiba Satio. Satio. Seisho. Kaiba Seisho. I think I got the first name right. Maybe it's Kaiba Seisho. Seisho. Satio. All right, what am I doing here, mother buggers? Ah! Oh my god. Sorry. I fucking tickled my own ass with that one. New Mr. Itola, if you're listening, help us. Oh man. What a fucking dickweed. For real though. Like how fucking stupid you gotta fucking be. Oh man. God damn it, that's fucking funny as fuck. I don't give a fuck if anybody watching this shit now or after it posts. That's funny goddamn shit. I mean, it's not funny. Literally, we could get more fucking empathy and sympathy and help from the fucking Ayatollah of Iran, for fuck's sake. Jesus Christ. Thanks for sharing that cartoon, Putin. That was alright. You're alright for a fucking white guy. I know, right? It's like they're fucking done. We won, dude. We wiped out all their air defenses, all their fucking ships, all their fucking airplanes. We're taking out their infrastructure. and the motherfuckers are tearing Israel a new asshole. They're multitasking, right? They're tearing Israel a new asshole, and they're fucking shit up. I don't know what the current status is with the Strait of Hormuz, right? I think that Fox idiot said that there was 4 ships that went through today. Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah. Exactly, Putin. What did you, I mean, dude, even if, like, brother, you know, man, especially me and you, like, we're not the only ones, but especially me and you, as long as we've known each other and the conversation, like, oppression of peoples is something that fucking gets under our skin, whether it's fucking gangs oppressing fucking neighborhoods, governments, religious fucking heretics, right? Whatever. So, like, these folks, even though they were like, you know, it's always deep down inside any human being, when you're being oppressed at some point, you just fucking know. Even if you don't have the fucking ability to stand up for yourself because you just been physically, emotionally, mentally battered, not just your whole life, but generations, right? So, and you, Putin, you know, I mean, we know that Trump didn't give a fuck about these fucking people. God damn it. And so this is what I expected to happen. If it was going to fucking lay into Iran the way that we and Israel have. You know, I said at the beginning of the stream, these folks are over there unable to go to work because, well, they're having the living shit bombed out of them. I mean, I don't even know what stuff, like, you know, it's like fucking, you know, back page news to know what the Iranian economy is like right now. How many people are, I mean, nothing's going in and out of the country for the most part, as far as I know, right? I mean, however, I'm sure some shit's getting through, however it's working, but the infrastructure is being blown to shit, right? How long would these people, it's like 25 days, I thought you were going to set us free. You know what I mean? Like, they got to survive. At some point you go, well, right now there's a better chance of me and my family making it another year if we do whatever we have to back our current government, to stand together with my fucking neighbors, my family, my friends, my fellow Iranians of whatever, you know, background. God damn it. It was so, dude, it's just so fucking, it was so fucking obvious. Putin, this is the shit that you can probably tell. It's eating me up a little bit. Fuck, man. After Iraq and Afghanistan, it's like, how does this shit happen? I don't fucking get it, man. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's all unfolded so fast in a sense that, and of course nobody's fucking asking. I don't have people fucking ringing my phone off the hook or blowing up my emails. TV. Do you think we'll do anything more than just fucking air campaigns? I don't think I would have been able. I mean, if I would have, I probably would have said, fuck no, we're not going to fucking put troops on the ground. I mean, I just, like, sure, you know, if I would have been asked that, yeah, Trump's probably fucking complete. You know, I don't, he doesn't have any rhyme or reason, but yeah, he's fucked up enough to do that. But come on. I mean, like I said a little while ago, I mean, I'm not the smartest guy, not even close. The majority humanity is probably way fucking brighter than my dim ass. And there's a lot of smart folks that work for Trump, a lot of really dirty, and I can't help but think that there's some sort of biological fucking defect that allows people to be susceptible to fucking mass hysteria. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's all pretty fucking disgusting that here we are with the worst president in our history. Clearly, he's bombing the living shit out of people, just fucking stealing, just going in and taking natural resources of folks that a lot of us don't even fucking really care for, that we're continuing to use in the first fucking place. Man, I don't know. I don't see how the fuck. Good luck, motherfuckers. All you youngsters. Good luck. Good luck. I don't know what to say. How can you be fucking smarter than my dumb ass? Because most of you are. And then fucking, like, the people fucking making this country work smarter than my dumb ass. And you guys caused this shit. Not saying you fucking King Tide and fucking Senate and fucking Trumpers are as smart as me. Jesus fucking Christ, man. What is the fucking goal with some stupid cocksucker that makes fucking $400,000 a year, maybe $2 million a year, maybe only $150,000 a year, supporting Trump? What in the fuck is wrong with you? What in the fuck is wrong with you? Putin says the strait is about 20 miles wide. Army raises enlistment age to 42, eases marijuana restrictions. Iran is four times the size of Iraq. Yeah, 93,000 million people, surrounded by mountains, at borders with twice the population. Yeah, more than that, right? 93 million people in Iran, and I don't even think Afghanistan and Iraq has that combined, do they? I mean, it could be. So far, Dire Straits, so far away from you. You're so far away from me. I like the Sultans, Human. You get a shiver in the dark, it's a raining in the park, but meantime. South of the river, you stop and hold everything. A band was blowing Dixie, double bar time. Bop, 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 bop. Yeah, geography. Geography-wise, it's 4 times the size, right on. Yeah, it's just, putting it like it just, I try, brother, keep an open mind, and it's obvious we've probably blown the fucking living fucking shit out of some shit, but even for some of us that pay attention, I guess, I think it's just ultimately impossible, and I mean, one of the greatest militaries in the world, and the greatest alliances are in history, the greatest alliances in history with NATO, right? Going into Iraq and Afghanistan, and just, well, really, in many ways, being caught with our fucking pants down. I don't know how else to say it. Putin does that. I mean, because like the fucking Pentagon, these fucking long timers, right? Old schoolers, they know, brother. They know. They knew and know. What is driving? Is it purely just following orders? God, it's so hard to believe, dude. It really is. But I'm not in that position. But they had, I mean, am I just an idiot and overconfident? I mean, because I'm not the only one that thought this is exactly what it would come to. We're not even in the quagmire. I mean, it is a quagmire. We're a fucking month in, for fuck's sake. What are the last handful of fucking Israeli wars? Like 12-day wars, 6-day wars. Sure, they've been pummeling the fuck out of Gaza for over 2 years now, but whatever. I am at a loss. I am. Putin, you got to stop me, brother. I need all you guys. TV, get a hold of yourself. There's no cabal. There's no deep state. We just have a whole huge fucking Pentagon building full of fucking thousands of fucking high-ranking people that really pretty much, kind of control the whole fucking world in their hands every day. And, yeah. I guess they said this is winnable. Putin says they got rid of a lot of experts on Iran and the Middle East. Yeah, that's not surprising. Just like everything, right? With the fucking, just disease control, right? Information, stupid shit like fucking jobs numbers information, education, right? Everything. Yeah, Trump's just cutting off all fucking information flow. Putin says Trump is surrounded by fluffers, but for fuck's sake, dude, really? Like, what about the fucking, what about all these fucking career fucking military folks, though, in the Pentagon that, I don't know. Maybe we got a bunch of fucking old white fucking, those Aryan mother buggers. I don't know. I'm losing my mind over this shit. Seriously, these are the things that are bugging the living fuck out of me. You don't have to disobey orders. I mean, there has to be ways for a lot of these people to speak up on a lot of things without disobeying orders. Well, I don't want to fucking lose, because I believe that too. Like, I firmly believe that if, like with what Slot, and I was fucking calling it long before those motherfuckers too, by the way. Before Slotkin and Kelly and the other folks saying you don't have to fucking obey illegal orders. That wasn't an easy thing for me to say, and I'm not former military or anything. So I'm sure it was very tough for them. Because subordination is just so fundamental to how strong we are, right? We don't have people fucking, defect or go AWOL on the battlefield. Not saying it doesn't ever happen, just whatever. So that's tough to say, but how do you can speak out in whatever ways you're, legally able to without disobeying orders. I don't know how you just fucking, I don't know. I guess I'm just a fucking dickweed with a fucking conscience. Where the fuck are my wings and Halo anyways, for fuck's sake? I did let loose for a minute there, Putin, but I'm fine, brother. I am. I mean, I am. I'm not, but I am. Dude, is all I'm saying before I get this going. It's been a rough week. I picked the wrong time to stop huffing glue. Is chew some gum. All right, here we go. Leslie Nielsen, I don't know who the cocksucker is in the pilot seat. Oh, I think his name was Shirley.
Can't stand it anymore. I've got to get out of here. I've got to get out of here. Calm down. Get a hold of yourself.
Stewardess, please let me handle this.
I've got to get
Calm down. Now get back to your seat. I'll take care of this. Calm down. Calm down. Get a hold of yourself.
Doctor, you're wanted on the phone. Everything's going to be all right. Please.
Sister, please, I'll handle this.
I've got to get out of here. Out of here. Out of here. I've got to get out of here.
David Muir, ABC's World News Tonight, America's most watched.
I think it was that first guy after the stewardess fucking quick slapped her twice as he was walking away. Shut up. Well, whatever, man. You act like a fucking TV, and that's what happens. You get your fucking ass kicked on a plane. I don't know what she was freaking out about. Whatever she was freaking out about, it couldn't have been as bad as Trump. Peachtree dish. Yeah. I miss huffing glue. Actually, it wasn't glue. It was rubber cement, right? You guys ever did that Rush stuff? Wasn't it like this had the same smell or something? It's like, how are they fucking selling that shit back then? It's like you couldn't fucking buy pot in a fucking store, but like we had like this place down here in my county now called the ice cream shop, because it used to be an ice cream shop, and you could sell bongs and shit, right, and pipes, paraphernalia, but once you got it fucking dirty, you were fucked. But they would sell Rush too. It was called little bottles of fucking shit. I don't know if whippets were a thing then or not, but I never got into the whippets. I had done one or two. I think the first time I ever did one, I worked at fucking Menards, the home improvement place, and I worked with all these fucking younger cats, like they were fucking 18 to 20, and I was like 25, 26 or something then. TV, you gotta try this. Like, holy wow. But that Rush, man, I used to sit there and fucking snort that shit in class at school. Snort it, sniff it, niff it. You know, I always fuck with the kids when I'm filling up gas can or something. Well, Putin, now you understand, brother, why I am the way I am. No, that wasn't some shit that you did very often. Thankfully, I didn't do it very often, but yeah. Yeah, it was literally just like sniffing the fucking rubber cement or whatever it is, or, yeah, I guess that's the only thing. I don't know, man. I don't know how people ever got up. Like, God, I've seen fucking. I remember that video the first time I ever heard of it. Those two brothers that were fucking. That would huff paint. Holy fuck. They just had paint all around their mouths. Their bodies were totally scarred from fucking wiping out. Can you imagine what it's like coming off that shit? Your head has to. Like fucking somebody taking a sledgehammer to your head. I can only imagine, like, just. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah. Yeah, it's stupid shit, dude. I'm glad, you know, I can't imagine though, like fucking smoking bath salts, or do they snort? Do they smoke? They don't smoke them, do they? Isn't it snorting them or something? Fucking crazy. No, that was like the only fucking synthetic drug that I ever. Well, I guess LSD is synthetic, isn't it? Yeah, I don't know how they got away with fucking selling that shit. It was literally just like straight up fucking pipe dope. That's what it is. It's like the fucking primer for when you're doing plumbing. How long we've been at this? Like 2 hours. I have to do a BRB. What time is it? 11:15. 10 to 11. It's fucking March 24th, you guys. 2026. Spring is here, yo. We got 223 days, 2 hours, 10 minutes, and 7 seconds until the midterm elections. We are the Trump's fucking unprovoked war on Iran is 24 days, 21 hours. Actually, I think it's 22 hours, 50 minutes, and 8 seconds old. I don't know what the total death or what the death toll is for Americans. 13 the last I knew. 200 seriously injured. You know, not that I try to be respectful about it because that's how I feel. We need to be, because that's how I feel about these folks. Just being, I mean, for fuck's sake, you know, Trump said, you know, he didn't fucking warn any of our allies. It's like, did they warn the country that, like, did the fucking American bases in places like Qatar and, I don't know, wherever the fuck else we got them, Saudi Arabia, so on, did they get any sort of advance notice? Right? I mean, would it be that close channel where you just wouldn't have commanders all over the area, every commander in the region being able to just, you know, have, I don't know, all pretty crazy. But if you guys hold tight, I'm going to be right back. I have to use the bathroom for a minute. At least a minute. Don't give up on me, I know we can still pull through. Bill, are you still here? I haven't listened to this in a while. And though this wasn't ever the final edit, I am pretty proud of this fucking song. It's total fucking punk rock. All right, I'm going to leave you with a little music because I got to use the bathroom like really fucking bad. All right, I'll see you. Definition from glory? Beating your fucking 5-year-old. All right, maybe she was 6. At memory. Definition of glory? All right, let me think. I can come up with better ones. I'm not that fucking triggered that I have to make fun of Trumpers 24/7 because it's not funny. They're fuck ups. Their fucking parents were fucking siblings. I don't mean they had siblings. I mean their mom and dad were fucking sister and brother to each other. There has to be a biological explanation for mass hysteria. I mean, it's all fucking occurring in the brain. I don't think... I mean, maybe there's something to, like, the more people that believe in something, certainly, I guess, the more likely maybe folks are. I don't get the fucking laziness. I mean, I don't like to fucking do shit. I don't want to do shit, but have fun. All I want to do is have some fun. Oh, girls wanna have fun. Test the water. Fuck. How stupid. Seriously, you guys. Like, if I, like, get annoying with, like, always being so curious and interested in what is driving these motherfuckers, it's because I am. I love science, you know? Not as much as the guitar and Black Russians. I really struggle with how these folks do pretty much live normal lives as far as, you know, they go to school, they might not go to school, like college, whatever. They have a job or a career, or, you know, and maybe they just have a normal job, but always never fucking miss a day of work in 30 years and whatever, right? Do whatever it takes to feed their kids and maintain a household, and maybe they're good to their wife, maybe they beat her. I don't know. I mean, we all have our fucking issues, trust me. I know. Probably wouldn't have guessed that about TV. Only as one we stand. And that isn't like the where we go one, we go all bullshit. That's fucking blind faith. Only as one we stand is the warning, is the suggestion that we go together or we just ain't gonna get there. We go as a majority, I should say. We don't need every one of them motherfuckers. Like, some people that, like, I'm positive that, like, societies all over the world could carry on without Trump. I know. Blasphemy. Blasphemy, I tell you. But I had other shit to say, but Putin was reading me. It's like, you either got to calm down, TV, or you're going to have to start fucking sniffing some rush again. Sniffing it, huffing it. I don't think I have it on my computer. I'm sure I've showed it before, though. I was trying to do my OCD TV show back long before I met any of you guys in like 2014, 2015. And I did a show entry intro where I got caught off guard fucking spraying paint into a fucking grocery. I'll find that motherfucker. Spraying paint into a grocery bag and huffing on it. Fucking. Oh, if I had Christine or somebody else saying, and we're live, as I'm going. Pitch the shit off camera. I know. Whatever, man. That's what happens when you were fucking a 70s kid, right? Yeah. We're the fucking first fucking digital generation, but at the same time, I grew up on fucking Johnny Carson and God damn it, what was it? Red who was the fucking clown? Who was the dude always? My mom loved him. God damn it. He was one of the most famous, like his clown character was God damn it, I can't remember his name anyways. Good enough. Human says again, or am I just reading this again? Human says again, human pose. Someone give me the definition of glory. I gave you like glory can be many things. It can be fucking beating your 6-year-old at a game of memory. It can be being 185 pounds and 6 foot tall and whipping your wife's ass at arm wrestling, who is only 110 pounds and however tall, not 6 feet. Glory can be doing a whole bottle rush and beating the living shit out of your fucking friends in the forest with a stick. Beating the shit out of your friends with a stick in the forest. Glory can be having your pole barn clean, knowing that your buddy Putin's garage may not be. Even if his garage is clean, I don't have to fucking acknowledge that shit. I know, I've had enough. I appreciate you guys. I like to be able to relax like that. It's no wonder people think I'm a fucking hammering down on booze and smoking meth and shit. I get it. Trust me, I'm not completely fucking ignorant to what it's like to be me. Fucking trust me. It's like the chuds always, you're a fucking self-centered, fucking egotistical bastard. It's like, really? Who would fucking brag and have a fucking big ass blown up ego about being someone like me? Are you fucking stupid? Like, if that doesn't say it all, like, if you think I'm someone that bragging about what a big deal I am, for whatever reason, maybe it's my split pea soup recipe. You need to fucking talk to your parents. I don't give a fuck if they're dead. You need to talk to your parents. I don't give a fuck if you're 60 years old and your kids hate you. I don't give a shit if you're 60 years old and your grandkids hate you. Nobody fucking wants to be me, and nobody knows that better than me. One good thing about being me, though, is I'm not you guys, so I get to fucking hang out and yap with you guys, which is always awesome. And of course, it's always good to see Human and Putin. Putin's always a busy mother bugger. What do we got going on? No Kings rally this Saturday. What is it? Tuesday night-ish? So, anyways, TV will be live this Saturday, starting probably fairly early, 10, 11 o'clock in the morning, East Coast time, East Coast, West Michigan time. What do we got to hit that 12 million mark or something like that? So anyways, Stephanie was here and Bill was here and Laura was here and Jay and probably some folks that I'm not going to be able to scroll up. Be Nice was here. Josh was here. And Human has been here since the get-go, so thank you. I will see you soon. It was like SCOTUS was busy this week. There was like I know they did a hearing or heard arguments about Customs Border Patrol, asylum seeking policies. They did heard arguments on the fucking mail-in ballots coming in after whatever certain time. And there's one more. I can't remember what it is. The Senate has been on the floor debating every day. Basically, I think, I don't know, they go back and forth. Like the DHS bill, basically funding, I think it is. But then they're always hammering down on the SAVE Act. But that's not, I think it's nowhere near, it's not going to pass, right? But that's pretty much what senators from both sides have been on their soapbox about, is those two things. So there's a good chance I might do some House or Senate floor stream tomorrow, and I'll see what the SCOTUS hearings were about for tomorrow. But anyways, all right, you guys be good. Peace and love. TV2 out like a motherfucker.